Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Christina with Cuddles by Christina, and I'm here with Miss Opal Evangeline here, my newest baby, if you saw my box opening the other day. So it's Monday evening, it's like 10 o'clock, and I normally don't make videos at this time. I'm ready for bed, and I'm pretty tired, but I just wanted to hop on because I just had a lot on my mind that I wanted to chat about, but I didn't want to, necessarily change a baby or anything. I just wanted to, chat for a bit before bed on this Monday. And what prompted this was over the weekend, I had a fantastic time with all of my siblings, my nieces and nephews. We had a great time together, which I'll get to in a minute. But coming back to, reality, the work week on Monday, I was just sort of overwhelmed and struck with just how divided everything in the world is right now. And I'm not just talking about the tired old, replica versus authentic debate in our hobby. Like, that's a horse that will never die. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking in general. I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about religion, the Olympics. Everywhere you go, it's nonstop. And it's exhausting and really draining and upsetting. And so I wanted to chat about it because when I was with my family, we were sort of in our own little, bubble with the kids and everything. It was great. So we went over to my grandparents' house with my sister and her kids and my mom, and most of my cousins came over. So my grandparents had 8 of their grandchildren and 9 of their great-grandchildren under one roof. And that was pretty special. And, because we never get to do that. My sister lives in California. Not everyone lives right in the vicinity where we can always get together. So after that, great time of just relaxing, hanging out, all this love, with my family, then you go on Facebook and it's red versus blue, Christian versus non-Christian, Democrat versus Republican. It's always something that's dividing people and you can't escape it. And I'm just like, how do you protect your peace? That's what I'm talking about, because that is the most important thing you can do for yourself and for your own mental health. Now, not that I'm a mental health professional. This is in no way, meant to be therapy or anything. I'm just chatting how I feel, because after, kind of getting bombarded with all of that division, I needed to take a moment for my own mental health and be like, okay, how can I contribute to unity instead of division? How can I protect my peace and help others protect their own? And it's a process. It's a process. So for me, this this hobby is supposed to be part of that escape. Going on YouTube, watching videos is supposed to be, but then you come across nasty, hateful comments. You still come across division, where even though we're all in the same hobby, we all collect for different reasons, right? So for some people, it's more about the art. They are fine art collectors who have, their high-end dolls, which is great. Others, like myself, just love dolls in general. It doesn't matter what the baby cost. It just is a love of dolls. And there's no right or wrong. That's the thing. There's no right or wrong. There are all kinds of different ways to collect and all different reasons, and they're all valid. So why can't we all just focus on what unites us instead of what divides us. On YouTube, on Facebook, and in real life. I feel like most people across all social media, you know, wherever it may be, it's a lot easier to hide behind a phone or a keyboard, and people say things that they really wouldn't necessarily say to your face in person. Like, let's be honest, people get a lot braver when they're not actually looking at you in person. And I don't know how to really change that, or how to get people in general, I'm not talking about anything specific, but you know, how to get us all to see each other as human even when we're online. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever comment you're making, not just about a doll, about a politician, about an athlete, about an actor, a musician, whoever it is, like, if you're just attacking, bullying anyone, it's a lot easier to do that when you don't see the consequences. You know, it's easy to forget that there's a real person behind the screen that you are saying these words or writing these words to, whatever the case may be. So I know I'm rambling a bit here. I didn't really have a specific you know, speech in mind. I didn't have any specific you know, way to go about this. This is more just a stream of consciousness narrating, getting off my chest, because it breaks my heart. It really does, just to see that division getting worse and worse and worse. So my biggest kind of takeaway, what I realized for me, is it is important to take those social media breaks. Even if it's just for a couple days, a weekend, whatever the case may be, because even though, you know, I would still occasionally scroll, you know, for the most part on the weekends, I'm not really watching YouTube videos. I'm not really as much on Facebook, you know, I'm doing other things. So it's mostly, you know, during the week when I'm more active on social media. So definitely limit that time to protect your peace. You have to find your joy in your hobby, however you may want to, you know, collect, however your hobby brings you joy. Like this right here, even just holding my little opal. This is what makes me forget the division and makes me sort of remember why I'm personally in this hobby, to just have that adorable little face to look at. These bunny ears still kill me. And even just dressing her, well, which I did the other night, you know, that brings me peace. And if someone, you know, wants to try to take that away, that's where boundaries come in. So this channel will always be a safe place for any and all collectors. Again, we're not going back to rehash the same old thing, but just to reiterate, I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know, if you've ever seen one of my videos, that this is a safe place for us all to connect, and this will always be, you know, drama-free. But that also doesn't mean being a pushover, or that you have to pretend that bad things don't exist. You know, there is such a thing as toxic positivity. It's not about, you know, burying your head in the sand and, you know, being naive. Of course, sometimes ignorance is bliss. So it's not about, you know, completely ignoring what is going on in the world as a whole, but it's about limiting all that noise, all that external noise, and just focusing on the friends and family that are important. And of course, you know, social media can be great at expanding that circle. I've met, of course, so many great people through this hobby that I wouldn't have otherwise. So it is a fine line. You know, it's a fine line between, you know, having those boundaries, protecting your peace, but also, you know, expanding your circle, and having, you know, that support from other people that also, you know, tend to enjoy your hobby. Because that also doesn't mean you have to necessarily live in an echo chamber. You know, you don't always have to agree or, you know, just have yes people all around you. It's okay to have different opinions. It's fine to not believe exactly what I believe. There's plenty of videos, plenty of posts I see where I don't necessarily agree, and you just move on. There's no need to throw in your 2 cents. I mean, unless someone specifically asks you, but there's also no reason for it to turn bitter and angry, whether it's political, whether it's religion, whatever the case may be. It's all about respect. Like, why is it so hard to just respect the differences that we have and celebrate the similarities we have? Because there is a lot more that unites us than divides us, and I think that people just need to be reminded of that. So, and I'm still rambling. I think that's kind of the main point. I'm not really too sure if I have anything else to say here. And if this is too rambly and doesn't make sense, I might not post it. But I wanted to film anyway, just because I just wanted anyone watching to know that if you are feeling that exhaustion and that frustration with the constant back and forth division of everything, you are not alone. I'm always just an email away. And I just hope that this can offer just a little bit of positivity in your day if you are kind of struggling. And yeah, so Opal and I are gonna finish getting ready for bed. And thank you for watching. If you did make it this far, I hope everyone is having a great week, and we will talk to everyone soon. Take care, guys. Bye.